guys, it's the Howard Takeover again. Today I'm gonna make my awesome lasagna. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get cracking. So I'm just gonna cut up some onions. I've got a mixture of red and white because that's just what we had at home.
Did you get watery eyes?
Yeah. Oh, this bloody thing. The more onion, the better the
more onion, the better.
Yeah, right. I was composing myself. The more onion, the better the lasagna. So once your onions have started to sweat off a little bit and they're starting to get a little bit golden, you want to add your frozen mince of choice. As usual, we're using this one, which we have here in Sweden. I think I've shown this one to you before. It's pretty good. They do two different types. They do one which you can mold into meatballs and burgers, and they do one which is the standard one, which is this one. Okay, so next, once the mince has started to defrost and it's starting to get cooked in the pan with the onions, I like to add in the stock cube at this point. This way it soaks into the mince and flavors the mince nicely. So I'm going to add in some of this. This is something extra. You don't have to add this if you don't want to. This is Hendersons Relish. It's a bit like Worcestershire sauce. You can add it in Bloody Marys and other kind of English dishes like shepherd's pie and stuff like that. But you can also add it into anything you want, really. It adds just a nice little extra flavor. Help flavor up a little bit. You don't need too much, just a nice splash. Bring out a little extra flavor. So now I'm going to add some garlic. In this household we like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to add in probably about 5 cloves maybe. So now I'm going to make the bechamel or the white sauce. So I'm adding in some butter into a large saucepan, melting the butter. So once the butter's melted like this, I want to turn down the heat, I don't want it to be too hot. I'm going to add some flour. And then now I want to add some milk using this one. So it's important to remember to not just leave this with the heat on, otherwise it will stick to the bottom and it will go. You want to keep stirring it, and you feel it thicken up. And when it's starting to get to the consistency that you're happy with, you can turn the heat down. So I'm going to add some nooch, as we call it, just to give it that kind of slightly cheesy texture and flavor. Nutritional yeast, and it's full of B12, zinc, protein as well. So if you're concerned about if you're getting enough protein, but after watching Game Changers, you should really know that you can get more than enough protein from having a vegan diet. Building lasagnas is very important. You want to obviously layer things nicely. So you have your bolognese sauce, then you put the pasta, put the bechamel, and repeat until you get to the top of the dish and top with cheese. Some people just put the like the bolognese, then the pasta, bolognese pasta, and then bechamel on top. But you don't want to do that. You want to put the bechamel on every single layer. So most lasagna Most lasagna sheets are made of durum wheat, so therefore they are vegan. So the dried ones like this, durum wheat, you're all good. So I'm going to grate up some cheese and I'm going to add the cheese to the top. Nice and melted, nice and crispy, lovely job. This cheese is pretty good. This is our new favorite one to use for things like lasagnas and for melting. It melts really good. It's got a nice creamy texture and flavor. It's got lots of B12 as well. It's pretty good. You can make your own as well. I'm pretty sure Mia will link that above. Compared to a few years ago when the cheeses, they were pretty crappy. Nowadays, you're going to get really good cheeses that melt really good, taste really good. And there's one that we was given as a gift from our friends in Nottingham, and this one is an applewood smoked vegan cheese. Now the texture of it is just like cheddar, and it's a really good flavor to it, and it's by these guys Feast and the Furious. So here's their website address, we'll link it below as well. This cheese is really good and definitely worth trying if you can get your hands on some. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button and all that good stuff. I'm super hungry right now, so I'm just gonna go and chow this down because it's late and I'm hungry. See you next time.